नरघट तक है तेरी कहानी पग पग प्यारे दंगल 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 सूरज तेरा चढ़ता ढलता गर्दिश में करते हैं तारे दंगल 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 दंगल.
Great morning, my dear friends. BHUPESH ANAND again this side. So today we'll be starting with the last reading 43 as per CFA curriculum 2018. If you are doing as per 2019, 2020, 2021, there is no need to worry. The concepts are same, only the numbering of the reading has been changed. So reading 43 as per CFA curriculum level number 1, and the name of that reading is very important because that is the latest being added in the CFA level number 1, because it used to be in level 2 and 3, the basic part. Now in this level 1, we will be doing with basic of portfolio construction and planning. That what are the basics? If a portfolio manager, if the investment manager, if an analyst wants to construct or wants to plan for a client, what should be the basic points? What should be the basic principles? What should be the basic acts he should do? So reading 43, up to this we have discussed, reading 39, reading 40, reading 41, 42. We have discussed different scenarios, types of horizons, types of investors, what are the types of assets we can have, what I mean by mutual funds, hedge funds, what are the objectives, how to calculate risk, how to calculate return, and what are the CAPM and all that. But now at the end, we will be going to start with reading 43, and reading 43 is what are the basics of portfolio construction and planning. What are the basics? What do you mean by investment policy statement? I repeat my words, investment policy statement. Why it is to be prepared? So please take out your registers, very small lecture and very few handwritten slides. I know that if you write down those slides, those concepts generally goes in your mind, It has a huge benefits. By writing down the concepts along with listening, your concepts will be more clear. You must have realized this. So please start with my handwritten slides. Great morning. And today we will be doing with reading 43, and I will be only devoting 2 lectures because this is theoretical part we can easily cover in 2 lectures. We have devoted huge time in practical problems and in concepts, specifically in portfolio risk and return part 1 and part 2. Now we are, we have to just do the small, very smaller, easier part. What are the basics of portfolio construction and planning? Reading 43, and within reading 43, I will be taking 2 lectures, lecture number 1 and lecture number 2, and we will be covering with different learning outcomes, the basic idea behind the learning outcome, all the learning outcomes. And in this reading 43 is that what is the meaning of investment policy statement? Why any government prepare their policies? If I say why they are coming up with 5-year plans, why they are coming every year with the budgets, financial budgets, why they are writing down that, why they are writing down the constraints, why every country in this world they are preparing their budgets, cash budget, time budget, government budget, deficit budget, this budget, that budget, they are writing it down. What is the benefit of that? So the same concepts we will be using here in case of a portfolio management, in case of a portfolio construction, that what is the meaning of investment policy statement? Why we prepare it? What I mean by that, what are the components of investment policy statement? Why there is a need to prepare investment policy statement? What I mean by risk and return objectives of an investor? What are the limitations of an investor in terms of liquidity, in terms of tax consideration, in terms of legal constraints? What are the principles to be followed? Who is responsible for custodian of assets? How to change or how to update your investment policy statement? How to check or perform the performance of investment policy? Now all that matter which we have discussed up to this reading number 42, we will be doing in reading number 43. In reading 43, basic part is the construction, and the detailed part we will be doing in level 2 and 3. So the point is, before I start with my lecture, just take out your registers. Please take out your registers and just listen to me. The first point which I want to tell you, that in this reading we will be doing with 7 or 8 learning outcomes, very simple learning outcomes, and total 2 lectures will be there. So let me start with this reading 43, lecture number 1. So today is lecture number 1. This is lecture number 1, basics of portfolio planning and construction. That what are the basics, why it should be written in the written format, what are the benefits of writing down, and we will be doing with 7 learning outcomes. In this lecture number 1, I will be discussing all 4 learning outcomes, because all are theory and you are all aware of. Officially we will be concluding that. And in next lecture I will be doing lecture number E, learning outcome E, F and G. So these are the learning outcomes I have written for you. Please write down, my dear friend. It will help you to know what we will be what we will be covering in this, or what are the components of this. So, for example, learning outcome A. First, learning outcome A. I will be telling you what are the reasons for written investment policy statement. So, first point is, what are the reasons why we prepare a written investment policy? A portfolio manager, a CFA analyst is sitting with his client, and they are having discussion over a cup of coffee, and the huge discussions are going on. Now those discussions, with the help of those discussions, all those discussions from different objectives, from risk objective, return objective, from attitude of the investor, from capability of the investor, from ability to meet the risk of an investor, all that will be jotted down in a statement, and that statement is named as investment policy statement. So first learning outcome will be, what are the reasons? Because once we have discussed orally, so it is important that we should have written. So what are the reasons for writing investment policy statement? This is learning outcome A. Then learning outcome B, describe major components. If it is necessary that we have to prepare investment policy statement, then what are the major components? In that, what we will write on in major components, who is responsible, what are the assets, how much incidence of risk he can take, or we will be writing down client situation, client's liquidity, client's objective, all that. Something what can be covered in this is named as learning outcome number B, components of investment policy statement. So we'll be discussing it 7 learning outcomes. First will be why, what are the reasons, and second is what are the components of investment policy statement, and learning outcome C, risk and return objectives. We have seen that there can be different types of investors, a risk tolerance, a risk aversion, risk neutral, risk lower. Within risk aversion, we can have a low risk aversion, more risk aversion, and we can, with the help of questionnaire, we can find out which type of investor he is. Now, on the basis of that, on the basis of his expectations on return, we have to see whether it is compatible with the risk, and whether that risk is compatible with the ability that he can meet the risk. All those things will be in written form, and this is learning outcome C, very important, that describe risk and return objectives which will be specified in the IPS, and how they will be developed for a client, how we will be developing it for a client, and distinguishment between willingness, learning outcome D. I hope you are writing it. Don't try to be over smart. Please write down. Please write down. It will save you 6 months, because this is the latest edition they have made. And let me tell you, CFA Institute, whatever they add, that is a highly testable area. So learning outcome D, willingness. I am willing to go for a para slide, or I want to have a para slide, but whether I will be able to do it. There is a difference between willingness and ability. You're getting my point? Willingness, whether I am willing or whether I am able. So distinguish between willingness and the ability to take risk. Willingness and ability to take risk. This is learning outcome D. Learning outcome E, describe the constraints. What are the constraints which a investor has? Whether he requires, whether he has daily expenses, whether he has high income status, whether he has dependent parents, whether he requires liquidity funds, or whether there is no liquidity requirement of that client. So what are the constraints? Whether he's in the high tech slab. So in case he is getting this return, dividend return, then he will be taxed at a higher rate. So whether he will be in capital appreciation slab or in dividend slab, what are his constraints? That again should be discussed by the client with this manager, and that should be written. So learning outcome E, the investment constraints of liquidity, time horizon, and time and tax concerns. And the second last is specification of asset classes. And what are the principles? What are the principles? What are the yardsticks? What are the benchmarks which a portfolio manager has to follow before constructing and planning? So these will be the 6 or 7, learning outcomes which we will be dealing with. And all are roundabout, I can say. In middle, I can write down investment policy statement. All are have the main objective of investment policy statement. Why it is prepared? What are the reasons of preparation? What are the components of that? What is this? What is this? What is that? So I will be discussing in today's lecture at least 2 or 3 learning outcomes. So please read, please write, because once you write down these concepts, you'll be automatically clear. These are very easy concepts. So please write down. I will be firstly doing learning outcome A. Learning outcome A, that is reasons for writing IPS. The reasons. What are the reasons for writing an investment policy statement? What are the reasons for writing an investment policy statement? Learning outcome A. You tell me, when a portfolio manager is sitting for hours with this client, they must have concluded something, he must have concluded something. All those things must be shown, must be written. And that statement, that document in which he writes down all those points is named as investment policy statement. I can say it is a charter. It is just like a Bible, It is just like a Gita. That on this basis of this, he will be going to execute the orders. He will be investing, and he will be. This will be the this is the how much maximum risk he can bear. This is the return expectations. These are, because every investor has customized factors. So all investment policy statements are different from customer to customer, client to client. So first point, an investment manager can only produce a good result for a client after understanding. Because once I share all the things with you, then only you can understand me and I can understand with you. Then similar is the case with portfolio manager and that client. A portfolio manager can do a good job once he's clear with his client needs, whether he's young age, whether he's middle age, whether he's old age, what are the expectations, what are the circumstances, what are his constraints. So these things that manager should be aware of. Clients' conditions, clients' constraints, clients' objectives, clients' habits. First point. Now, because he should be aware of this. Second point is an investor goals in terms of an investor goals in terms of risk and return should be specified clearly, and that too in a written form. And that too in the written form. So all those risk, return, and other things should be jotted down, and that document is named as investment policy statement. It is important. So the next learning outcome B. I have told you that we have to. This is theory reading. We can cover in 2 lectures. So I'm going to start with learning outcome B. What are the major components of investment policy statement? Now before writing, just you tell me what are the components as per your mind. What can be the components of? What can be the components of investment policy statement? Client situation, client constraint, client objectives, his risk and return preferences, how much he can able to bear the risk, what is his willingness, which type of investor he is, and who is responsible for custodian of assets, what are the responsibilities of a portfolio manager, what are the responsibilities of a client, how to update it, what are the assets in which we can allocate, classification of assets. All that stuff will be covered in components of IPS. So please write it down. While you write it down, your all concepts will be clear, and for examination it is okay. Description of client circumstances, client situation, client's investment objectives. So we are writing down what are the components of investment policy statement. What are the components of investment policy statement? The client's objectives, client situations, client's investment objectives, why investor is interested in investing, why he's going for that, what is the dream he has, all that components should be written in investment policy statement. And the statement of purpose, why we want to prepare this, the purpose of investment policy statement. What is the objective? For example, in memorandum of association of a company, there is an object clause that what is the object of this company. All that clause, all that purpose is important. And the duties and responsibilities of investment manager. In that investment policy statement, we will write down the duties of the manager who is investing his funds. The duties of manager and investment manager, and who is a custodian of assets. That duties and responsibilities are to be clearly specified. Procedure to update. No, because time is changing, life is changing, and once we have prepared IPS in T0, now it is a time to update, because there are lots of changes in the environment, in the scenario, how it can be updated, when it is to be updated. So this point is also a component of investment policy statement. Investment constraints. The most important point is investment constraints. When I say constraints, every person has a constraint. As a student, you have a time constraint. As an investor, a person can have a liquidity constraint. He can have a tax constraint, legal constraint, regulation constraint. So all those constraints will be written. And last, how we will evaluate the performance. So up to this point, we have covered two learning outcomes. First is reasons of preparing IPS, and second is what are the components of IPS. Easy. Now let's start with learning outcome C, risk and return objectives. What are the risk and return objectives of a client? Now, whether he has a huge expectation of return, and whether that huge expectation of return is compatible with the risk, whether he has the risk bearing capacity, which type of investor he is. So this is learning outcome C, that is risk and return objectives and how they may be developed for a client. The risk objective in IPS can be of two types. Now I can have absolute risk and relative risk. I can say, this investor can say that I will not bear, or the loss or the decrease in the return or the decrease in the value of portfolio cannot be more than 5% during a 12-month period, or it cannot be more than $50 million. As the case may be, I have just spoken that 50 million, it can be a hypothetical one. What I want to say you is that in investment policy statement, in learning outcome number C, we have to see what are the risk and return objectives. What is his objective? What he want to get from this investment? These are the return objectives. And for that, what are the risk objectives? Risk objectives can be of two types: absolute risk objective and relative risk objective. When I say absolute risk objective, it means how much it can be, in percent, it can be, in different examples can be. They just I have mentioned in the next slide, or we have written this A point. Absolute risk objective can be, I have prepared a slide for you, a flow chart for you. Absolute risk, absolute. It is not in the relative terms, it is in the absolute terms, that not to decrease in the value of portfolio by this much percentage. We can have this type of risk objective, or not to be more than 4% probability of a loss. Not to be more than this much probability of a loss for this much of amount of decrease in the value of portfolio. So these can be the absolute objectives of. These can be the absolute objectives. And when I say relative objective, I can compare it with LIBOR. I can compare it as with the benchmark, that how much that LIBOR is decreasing and how much that my portfolio is decreasing. It cannot be more than, or it can be in par with the LIBOR or the benchmark. So this can be the relative risk objective. So you are getting a point. First point is, what are the reasons of preparing IPS? Then what are the components of preparing IPS? Then what are the risk and return objectives? Risk objectives can be absolute objectives and relative objectives. When I say relative, it means compare with the benchmark. Compare with the benchmark, and that is relative objective. Next learning outcome, number D. Very, very important. I will say 3 stars out of 4 stars to this learning outcome. That what is the difference between willingness and ability? There's a difference between these two. Whether I want to take risk or not, it is willingness. And whether I can take the risk or not, it is ability. There's a difference between can and will. There is a difference between can and will. You getting a point? So this learning outcome tells us about how to find out the willingness, or how to have a balance between willingness and ability to meet the risk. Sometimes investment manager will be facing those situations that this client is able to bear risk, but he is not willing to take risk. Or sometimes he is willing to take risk, but as per his financial position, as per his financial background, as per his income status, as per his other needs, he is not able to take that risk. So there is a trade-off between willingness and ability. And you know, it is only the investment manager who has to find out the trade-off balance and try to find out the situation in which investor is happy, because he cannot go against the wishes of investor. If ability is low, willingness is more, then he has to take the risk as per ability. If ability is high, willingness is low, then he has to go as per willingness. It means whatever is the low, he has to go for that, then only the results can come. You know, this is most important learning outcome D. Difference between willingness and capacity to take risk. An investor ability to bear risk depends upon following factors. An investor depends upon following factors. What are the factors in which I can say a person can bear risk? It depends upon his financial strength. It depends upon his marital status. It depends upon his income status. It depends upon his habits. It depends upon his. There are so many things with the help of which we can find out that whether he will be able to bear that or not. So just write down, depends upon ability with the help of financial circumstances. Longer investment horizon, if whether he is interested in longer or shorter, because if a person is going for a longer, it means he can bear the risk. If a person is only investing for a shorter period, it implies prima facie that he is not ready for the risk. So with the help of these factors, with the help of questionnaires, we can easily find out his risk status, that how much is the ability to bear the risk. More assets, whether he has more wealth, parental wealth, or he has earned on his own. Now, what is wealth? Assets minus liabilities. Secure, whether he has a secured job. So these factors will tell me his financial strength, and he will be on the basis of that I can judge the ability of taking the risk by that investor. And investor willingness. Now there is a difference between willingness and ability. Now we are coming to willingness is based upon his attitude, his wishes, his belief, whether his beliefs. No, that we can easily find out whether is risk lover, whether is risk neutral, whether is risk averse with the help of a questionnaire. So there is a trade-off between willingness and ability. Now what to do when there is a mismatch between that? We have to go by the lower. As a portfolio manager has to go for the lower. Just see, in situations where ability to bear risk, in situations where he is able to bear risk is more than willingness to bear risk. It means as per financial strength, as per his income status, as per his different other parameters, we have calculated that he is able to bear this much level of risk, but he is not willing to bear the risk. There's a difference between that. He can go in a zigzag way by motorcycle, by bike, with a girlfriend sitting behind him, but he is not willing to take it. There's a difference between that, ability and willingness. Then investor advisor may try. This is investment advisor. Then investment advisor may try to educate. I can educate that person, but I cannot force the investor that you have to take this, because it is the ultimate. He should be happy, because we are preparing a portfolio for investor. He should feel happy, he should feel comfortable, then only wealth can grow. If he is uncomfortable, we cannot grow his wealth. So D point, it is important to note that approach should be most likely to conform to the, this is important, the approach should be to conform to the lower of investors' ability, or willingness to bear risk. It means we have to see the lower of willingness or ability to bear the risk. Willingness or ability to bear the risk, because while constructing a portfolio with a level of risk that client is uncomfortable, that will not go, will not likely to lead a good outcome, will not likely to lead a good outcome. Hope you have understood the concept that why we prepare IPS. What are the reasons for preparing IPS? What are the components of preparing IPS? What are the risk and return objectives of a particular person? And how we can find out what is the difference between willingness to bear the risk and ability to bear the risk. And as a portfolio manager, which stand he should take. Hope you have enjoyed the lecture. Only second lecture is left. Be happy. Be